Hi there, welcome to Neppy Invest. So this is a request from one of my followers, and I just find it amazing they have followers at all. But they did request Vection Technologies. Ticker code is VR1, if I remember correctly. So don't know this company in depth. In fact, I just know a little bit about the company. I did a little bit of research, but what research I did, even though it's smaller, it has me very interested in the company. There's where they're in, what they do is very interesting. So they're into virtual reality and augmented reality, and probably the only virtual reality company on the ASX, I would assume. Now, I went back about 2 years ago. So they originally served tech, and then ServTech acquired them, Vection Technologies, and they changed the name. So it's sort of a backdoor listing in January 2019. It seems like Vection Technologies are a European company, and I would assume, even though we're making assumptions, can make a ass out of you and me, I'm assuming they are Italian because I looked at the board and they're all Italian surnames. So that's maybe a rough assumption, but that's what I'm assuming right now. And just, yeah, what they do is quite exciting. And the other thing I did when ServTech did that acquisition, I looked at their presentation and they mentioned some of the clients they have. I won't mention Philip Morris, which is the cigarette company, but they have Lamborghini and Maserati on there as their clients. And that's good names to throw out there. As soon as I saw that, I just went, oh, that's awesome. Which also may be why my assumption of them being Italian is quite correct. I don't know. If you are a shareholder intimate with this company, leave a comment and tell me I'm wrong. Anyway, I digress. So when I looked at the operating cash flow from their quarterly cash flow statement, nothing too exciting here. So they do have a market cap of about 115 million. But I think this company is all about the future, not about the present and past. So when I look at the cash flow report for this quarter, this is the future, or the present and the past. But I think their potential is so much in the future that I think you just have to ignore these reports. And when you look at the history of cash receipts here, nothing much has been happening. In fact, it's been going down the last few quarters. So again, it's all about the future, about their business. So this is sort of the company where you have to take faith in your thesis, your research, and look at the future potential of the company. But the only risk there is, even though a company may have potential, realizing the potential is management's most difficult tasks. I think so many companies have potential, and so many companies, management can't realize that potential. So that's probably the hardest thing Vection management have to do, is to realize their potential. Some of the little details from the report. So they have $8 million in cash. And one of their objectives is to do with annual recurring revenue. So they want 50% of their revenue to be annual recurring. That's by June 2022. Not sure why they have that as an objective, but it's not a bad objective. In fact, I like to see a company have more and more annual recurring revenue. I think it's a good thing. It sort of locks in revenue. And just have a little read of all that. They are EBITDA profitable, underlying EBITDA profitable. So that's always a good thing. Nothing too bad there. So again, most of this is about the future. Have 5 global offices, 50 plus global partners. A lot of their clients are fairly impressive when you look at it. So have a look at some of their presentations. It's quite impressive. So got to look at some of the charts now. So the first chart is going back, looking at the period between about March and September this year. And we had a classic breakout signal in May at around 2 to 2.5 cents. So if I was following this company and wanted to buy, and I saw this, I would have jumped straight in without even a thought, because this is a classic buy signal on high volume, or higher relative volume than the previous. And yeah, this is a can't lose situation. We also had massive volume, or spike in volume, around August on an up day too, and I'll get into that to the next slide. So that breakout in May was definitely the place to buy, and if you did buy at that point, you're a very happy shareholder right now. So this is an up-to-date 3-month daily, so looking back at the last 3 months. So I've just put there where the announcements are, and the price action on those announcements quite positive. Not sure what these announcements mean, because I haven't researched these announcements in depth. But the fact that it name dropped Dell, Facebook, and Microsoft is quite impressive. And the last announcement on Microsoft is the announcement where we did see the share price reach its high of 24 cents. And since that announcement, the share price has gone into a short-term downtrend. See that short-term downtrend by that blue line. And what I'll do is, if I wanted to buy into this company, I'll just use that blue line as a point. If the share price gets above that blue line, that's the time to buy. So that's what I would do moving forward, is just to see when the share price goes above that blue line as sort of a price to buy, and maybe you just wait a day or two for confirmation. So that's all I've got on Vection Technologies. It's a company that I'm going to do a little bit more research on, because what they do does fascinate me, and that's not a bad thing. And I'm very happy this person, one of my followers, recommended this company, because just a little bit of research I did makes me want to research them a great deal more. The fact that they're in virtual reality is a plus, because that's something I'm actually quite interested in. So have a good day. That's all. I'm not a professional advisor, so if you do need professional advice, make sure you seek out a qualified professional. That's all for today. See you later. Bye.